Yeah, what's up guys, welcome back to a brand new video. So I was gonna make a video about the upcoming buffs in Honkai Star Rail, but they did post it, so made my work easier. Just upload finished like recording the banner review video of the how the characters are. If you didn't see, make sure to go check that out if you want. But yeah, let's talk about the changes here. They posted in full details about four characters, these four characters that are getting buffed, and yeah, let's talk about them. So this is gonna be my first look at them. I'll just tell you how I think. So Silverwool, Blade, Kafka, and Jinglu are getting buffs. Again, as I said in my banner video, but never pull for Blade, push one or Sila ever again. They are on the 50-50 lows, so of course, pulling for them is a waste for now. But yeah, let's talk about this. There is a huge problem here as well, but we'll talk about the problem later. All right. But yeah, let's go. All right, so these are the normal stuff. There'll be okay, these are the like trial. There will be one. There's a icon here. This is the tutorial. Nah, we don't need to worry about all this stuff. uh Before, after okay, okay. All right, let's skip the useless stuff. All right. Okay, if you if you don't have them and you pull them after these buffs, they'll be on the enhanced state by default. Okay, that's normal. You can also switch them later. Okay, I think this switch form that they added, this wasn't needed at all. If you're making a character better, right? I mean, no, you are making them HP scaling, so maybe you want to use the attack scaling. Yeah, that might be some interesting stuff. So you can like compare of how much damage difference there is. But yeah, okay, that's fine then. There is a huge problem here. We'll talk about the problem in a bit, like at the end of the video. But right now, let's get into the changes, right? So first is Silver Wolf. So before going into it, I already know the Silver Wolf one was the most broken one. It was like really bad, and now she will be like really good. So yeah, let's talk about it. So the ultimate has been changed from single target to AOE, which should have always been the case. Like, why is it that not the case? Pela is a poster was better than her at doing this. Like, what was she doing with the ultimate? With that huge defense down, is used like only single target. So I mean that was fine because you could use it on the boss and the mini enemies will die eventually. But yeah, it's still like something to like why not? It's a 5-star. Like, come on. So yeah, so the ultimate is now AOE, and yeah, which is nice. Next one is the skill prioritizes adding the weakness corresponding to the type related to the ally character in the first position for the lineup. So you can position the DPS in your number one slot, and Silver Wolf with the skill will prioritize that element, which is nice. Of course, prioritizing an element is like better because there is no RNG involved. RNG is always bad. So yeah, increases the base chance of the skill of implementing weakness on enemies, prioritizing adding weakness of the type held by the first character in the team lineup, and further increases the added reduction ratio of targets all type resistance. Okay, so it's a all time resistance. The all time resistance scaling is getting buffed as well, and the prioritizing first character element. Okay, regenerates energy at the start of the battle and turn. Okay, what is this? At the start of the battle, Silver Wolf immediately regenerates 20 energy. Silver Wolf regenerates 5 energy at the start of her turn. Okay, that's the insane part that I was talking about. You might be getting some really low turn ultimates with this thing. Like I think in our DPS state, in our DPS playstyle, if you play her as a DPS, you can like compete with Acheron, for example. But yeah, she is really good now. So in the DPS, you can like sometimes get 1 to 2 turn ultimate, and in the support one, you can get like 2 to 3 turn ultimate, which is crazy. Like, think about you could already get 2 turn ultimate before, but with the tutorial light cone. But DPS 1 turn ultimate is like crazy. But this will help a lot to her because she doesn't have much energy regeneration, and it's locked behind her E1, which is of course E1. But yeah. So yeah, other adjustments: talent, generate, side note, Eidolon 2 and Eidolon 4. Okay, these are also getting some adjustments, the talent and all this stuff, E2 and E4 as well. We'll see what the changes are later. But yeah, let's move on to Blade. So closing Silver Wolf, C is absolutely broken now. Absolutely, like no questions asked. Is really good now. Yeah, let's move on to Blade. This is what I am excited about. So yeah, Blade is like one of my favorite characters. So yeah, let's read this. The ability has been changed to deal damage based on a max HP. So before it was HP and a little bit of attack scaling. The attack scaling was really minor, and the HP scaling was a massive one. So it's pure HP scaling now, no attack scaling. Ability damage dealt to enemies is now calculated based on Blade's max HP, increasing damage output potential. Okay, increasing damage output potential. A portion of healing received by Blade will be counted towards the accumulated HP loss for the ultimate. Okay, so the changes here are is pure HP scaling now. Also, the HP loss gives him an ultimate damage bonus, and the healing that you do will also be counted at that same multiplier. So which is like extra multiplier for free, which is nice. I think these are getting some adjustments. That's why they are listed here. Basic attack, enhanced attack, ultimate, talent, and this I think it's a passive. Okay, so yeah, let's see. The talent triggered follow-up attack additionally regenerates energy. Okay, so the the follow-up attack will regenerate 15 extra energy. That's nice. After using skill, increases the unit's aggro chance, which is nice because when he will be on the state of his enhanced basic attack, he will gain more taunt value, which is of course needed for him because he likes getting hit. After he gets hit, he'll charge the follow-up. It's nice. Other adjustments are like these two E1 and this I think it's a healing it's the healing like passive. All right, so from this he looks all right, but we'll have to see how the multipliers changed, because based on that we'll see how good they are. But yeah, we'll see. There isn't really number, they didn't give any numbers here, so I'm not really sure about that. Hopefully the scaling is enough, but you have to compete with other characters because the ceiling is so high now. But let's see how Kafka does. So skill can cause dots on all attacks targets. So okay, sorry, before closing on that, my overall thoughts on blades are like I mean doesn't look too crazy because it all depends on the multiplier. Because for Silver Wolf we could say it's already like broken because AoE ultimate, more energy, more damage, broken, right? Silver was already really good because, but only issue was single target and less energy. For Blade it's like he's a DPS, right? So the ultimate the multiplier is like the main thing. So we'll have to see how they do the HP scaling. But yeah, let's move on to Kafka. Skill can cause dots on all targets to immediately produce one instance of damage. Okay, the skill has been adjusted for instantly dealing one additional instance of damage to the primary target affiliated by dot, to now triggering on all attack targets. Okay, so all the targets will get one extra instance of dot damage, and instead of the only one that was affected by the dot. So yeah, that's pretty good, because if you have a dot on only one enemy, everyone will take one instead of damage, which is nice. Follow-up attack, all attacks trigger count increases, and the follow-up attack can cause dots on all enemies to immediately produce one instead of damage, which is pretty much the same thing, and it has more trigger, like it will trigger more. Any teammates attack can trigger Kafka's talent follow-up attack now. So before it was like normal attack of the other characters, but it's not really now, and it has a cooldown, big cooldown, which immediately deals 80% of the original damage of the targets affiliated by dot. Okay, after Kafka regenerates follow-up attack charges at the end of a turn and after using ultimate, so which is like a more frequently. So yeah, the talent, and this is the follow-up attack, I think. Can increase allies attack. Okay, no need to unlock traces to settle all dot debuffs. Original trace effect adjusted to when effect hit rate of all ally targets is greater than or equal to 75%, increases target's attack by 100%. Okay, what is this? No need to unlock traces to settle all the dot debuffs. Original trace effect adjust. Okay, this was the old one. It's now when effect AHR of all ally targets. Okay, so when EHR of all ally targets is greater than 75%. So I think it's combined, like everyone's combined EHR or something, I don't know. Then the target's attack will be increased by 100%. That's interesting. That's interesting. We'll have to see how that plays out. Not really much details here. The ultimate and this talent is also getting some adjustments, E1 and A2 as well. She is a pure support now from what I see here, but we'll see how she plays out in the thing. So overall, I'm not sure about this one because they didn't give enough details here. We'll see how that does in game, but yeah, the more interested, like one extra instance of dot damage from follow up and the skill will deal like a ton more damage, but she won't be that good after this. But remember, we have one more character coming here. They announced like this character here. Let me find that real quick. Is it here? Yeah, that's the other one. Okay, so this character is coming, right? This character is coming, so we'll have to see how she does in the dot. She's also annihilated. She might be dot. That's the speculation here, but you will see it doesn't really look that crazy. It's in just like more stuff here, so we'll see. Let's move on to the Jing Liu. This is where the problem here that I was talking about. There's a huge problem here. We'll talk about that in a bit. Let's read the kit first. The ability has been changed to deal damage based on max HP, of course. Ability damage dealt to enemies is now calculated based on Jingliu's max HP, increasing damage output potential. So these are the scaling that are changed of all the attacks: basic attack, skill, enhanced skill, ultimate, technique. When the teammate's HP gets reduced, Jingliu's crit damage increases and she gains Sijigi. Okay, so that's like the her enhanced attack. So yeah, that's about it. In spectral transmigration state, which is like her enhanced state. Each time an ally targets HP decreases, Jingliu gains 1 stacks of moonlight. Increasing this unit's crit damage up to 5 stacks of moonlight. Increasing this unit's crit damage up to 5 stacks of, okay. After ally character's HP decreases a certain number of times, Jingliu will also gain 1 stacks of CCG. Yo, that's insane. Jingliu is looking saber, man. Damn, that's crazy. Like this moonlit is like gives a crit damage, and the CCG stacks are like crazy because the CCG stacks are like the stacks that you use for your enhanced attack. So gaining 1 stacks of CCG from your teammate losing a bunch of HP to a threshold is crazy. All right, that's really good, man. I think that's pretty good. So this might be like if you use like a blade ultimate from full HP, you instantly get 1 stack of this on Jingliu. So that's nice. After entering the enhanced state, max CCG stacks is limit increases and additionally gains 1 stacks of CCG. Okay, so this is her E6. So there might be yeah, of course this they are changing the E6. So they are adding the E6 onto the base one. So before her E6 was a bunch of damage. On top of that, this was her E6. When you entered the state after 2 skill, you used to gain 3 stacks of CG instead of 2, which was like before E6, and the max increased from 3 to 4, and now they are adding it to the base kit, which is nice. It always felt good to use that. When having 2 stacks of CG, Jingliu enters spectrum transmigration state and gain 1 additional stacks of CG. The maximum number of CG stacks that can be accumulated increases to 4. This was a C6, by the way. When obtaining CG at max stacks, her next attack ignores 25% of target's defense. Wait, when obtaining CG at max stacks, her next attack ignores 25% of target's defense. So if you have 4 of them, the next attack will like deal a lot of damage. Okay. Please check in game for a character enhancement details. That's like after the update. Enhanced character in Nova Flare will be expanded periodically. Okay, periodically. Okay. Please stay tuned for future official announcement. All right. So The promised one, like ones that look pretty promising are like the Jingliu one and the Silver Wolf one. I think the Blade one is all right. It looks good, but we'll see. And the Kafka ones, and it's more help because I am not sure about that. I think the new characters might save it, but yeah, we'll see about that. But now the problem that we're talking about. So let's just go to Pride and Pride HSR. Let's go here and let's see this here. So you see, okay, no thanks. You see how they are changing the characters, right? They're not adjusting the light cones. They are only changing the characters. So for a light cone like the Silver Wolf one, or let's say, wait, let me just go here. Let's select this one. What's the Silver Wolf one? This one is like a really bad light cone for her. They should change some of these ones too. Like, who uses this? It is really bad for her. And moving on to the destruction one, which is like the main topic here. So where is it? Where is it? How's the braid one? Crit rate increase their max HP when we attack consume 1 HP there. Okay, this one is pretty good, but and the Jingli one is the main problem here because where is it? I shall be my own sword light cone. Where is it? Yeah, this one increases crit damage when ally loses HP. Second stacks of Eclipse increases the next attack by 14% and ignores the defense by 12%. So I think they should change this to like something else. I don't know, maybe damage bonus. And they should buff the blade light cone as well as change the Silver Wolf's light cone, Silver Wolf signature. I think the Kafka one is alright. I don't know, but we'll have to see. But yeah, these are the main problems because you see, here's the Maide signature. I think this is the Maide signature light, right? Dance in sunset. Let me open the image. Is it okay? This one is not the one. I think this is the only one. Okay, this is the my day one. Okay, sorry, my bad. I couldn't see the picture here, so I was confused. This is the my day one, right? Increases the wearer's max HP. Okay, I could have just read this because I could have known from this like HP stuff. Yeah, and this is the only stuff. Yeah, so I follow up attack stuff, only stuff. Okay, so yeah, my bad there. Increase the wearer's max HP by 18% and incoming healing by 20%. Okay, when using skill or ultimate, consumes HP equal to 6% of the wearer's max HP and increases the damage dealt by 30%. But that is at a 30%. Okay, if this effect's consumed HP is greater than 500, of course it will be always greater than 500. I think because they are going to HP scaling Jingli one blade. The damage additional increases by 30%. If the HP is not sufficient, this effect reduces the wearer's current HP down to 1. Alright, so this light cone will be better than both Blade and Jingliu's light cone for them. Not for my day, for them. So keep that in mind. I think these other light cones need some adjustment. They can't be ignored. Like, why is that the case? Why is that light cone better than their signature? Now, if you're changing the characters anyway, make sure you change the light cones as well. Hopefully they do something about this. They still haven't done anything. And there are some details here as well. So I don't think it's coming right now. But I hope in the future they do this. That's what I'm like. That's why I'm saying this, because I do think it's needed. Like, you're changing the characters, why not change the weapons as well a little bit? Like, you're literally changing Jingliu from attack to HP. I mean, it doesn't really affect that much. It's only 14% attack missing for this buff. It could be something else, but the rest of the thing still stands. 12% defense, 20% crit damage. It's still useful for her, but why not just change it? Because there's also another big problem. This HP is really low, only 1164, and the Maide one you see here is like 1375. I remember it's not like only 200 difference. It's base HP, the entire kit, the entire attack buffs, everything will scale off of this. The light cone base HP and the character base HP. So yeah, it's pretty important. This one's attack really low, this one's attack really high, which is not needed anymore. So they do need to change this here, which is a big problem. Even the blade one is more HP, and this attack needs to be reduced because he's not attack scaling anymore. He was attack scaling before, so it was kind of okay, but this needs a buff. This needs a buff, this needs a nerf, and the other is fine. So yeah, that's about what I was talking about. So yeah, if you want like their best in slot, you can't pull the signatures anymore, you have to pull the Midas signature. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind. Hope you enjoyed my coverage of this changes of these buffs. But yeah, let me know what you think about this, and if you're pulling anyone. Yeah, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.